Hello and welcome. So Michael here, and today let's do a tap and a release on Ajna Chakra, or the third eye chakra. Now before I get into it, I just want to bring up that, and I see it a lot in different teachers, different YouTube videos and stuff, is that people are always kind of focusing on opening the third eye. Now it's really important to spend more time on getting the foundations good. Base chakra, sacral, solar plexus, etc. You want to build a strong foundation first. You want to get that all cleaned up, because again, if you stack a building on top of bad foundations, it's going to topple over. It's not going to end well. So similarly, you want to spend a fair bit of time on the base chakras, the lower chakras, get those relatively good before spending too much time in the upper chakras. And the other thing to be aware of is that the upper chakras will naturally come online if you have the foundations working, right? The energy just moves by itself. It's like a river, right? If the rocks in the river are blocking up the river, it doesn't matter. Upstream, you're not going to get water up there. Right? It just doesn't work. It's not the way that nature works. So you got to get those rocks, get the river flowing at the base, and then it'll eventually reach upstream. It's just natural that it works that way. It's the same with the human energy system. It's the same with the chakra system, is that it will naturally move itself and it will naturally awaken the third eye when you spend the time clearing the lower levels. So this tap is going to help kind of move stuff through. It'll also help release extra tension that you may have in your head, get chi out of the head, in the eye area. And yeah, it's generally going to be helpful for this area to clean this area up. But again, if you haven't spent much time on the lower chakras, I'd say go to the lower chakras, spend more time there first before going up to these levels. Okay, so let's begin. So the first thing to do is just become aware of what's going on inside the head. How does it feel? Awareness at the top of the head, forehead, the eyes, the jaw, the back of the head. And even go down into the shoulders, left shoulder, right shoulder. Good. Now I want you to notice any tension or tightness in the head, especially in this area, in the eyes, forehead. Notice where the edge of the tension begins and where it where's the center of the tension. We're not trying to fix it, we're not trying to understand it, we're just looking at it. Is it at the front of the head more than the back of the head? So let's begin. So tap on the side of the hand when you're ready. Take a breath. So all this tension in my head, all this tightness around my eyes, and any tension in my face. This foggy feeling in my head. It feels like my brain is still asleep. It feels like my brain is full of smoke and fog. And I don't like this feeling. And I can't seem to get rid of it. And that's okay. Good. Go to the inside of the eye. I'd recommend double tap. So all this tension in my head and all this tension around my eyes. So I don't like this feeling. It feels like there's too much energy stuck in my head. Under the eyes. So even though I feel all this tension in my head, I accept the way that it feels. And it's safe to take a deep breath and let all this tension go. Under the nose. Releasing the tension from my left eye and releasing the tension from my right eye. And I'm imagining a window on the top of my head. And I open that window up so that all extra energy can move out of the window. So I'm letting that energy move out of the window. And I'm putting that window now on the back of my head. And I'm opening that window too. And I'm allowing all the stagnation and tension to go out of the window in the back of my head. I can feel it moving out of the window. Tap under the arm. I can feel all this energy move out of the window. I can feel my breath moving into my head. And it's helping moving the energy out the window. Top of the head. So now I'm bringing the window to the front of my head, between my eyes. And I'm opening the window on the front of my face. Inside the eye. And as I open that window, I'm letting all the energy move out. Easily. Smoothly. On the side of the eye. And it feels good to let all this energy finally move. The eye. Releasing all the thinkingness, all the worries, all the stories, and all the trying to work it out. Good. Tap under the nose. Deep breath. I'm allowing all this effort and thinking to be released. Good on the chin. I release and I let it all go out of the window. I don't have to use my brain so much. I'm letting go of all this thinking pattern. Good. Tap on the arm. Because when I let go of all this effort and energy, I can actually allow myself to see more clearly. Top of the head. So I'm letting go of all this struggle and all this worry inside the eye, so that I can rest and see more clearly. And with each breath that I take, I can see more clearly. So it's safe now to take another breath and let all this effort go. Up on the nose. All this effort in my head and in my shoulders. I'm releasing all that struggle and effort. And I'm allowing myself to see what's really here. And it requires no effort to see what's really here. And it feels good to let all that stuff go. And I fully and deeply love and accept myself no matter what. Deep breath. Let the tapping go. Take a moment, even close the eyes for a moment. Just noticing if the head, the eyes feel kind of more buzzing, right? More space, like a vibrational buzz, more relaxed, less effort. So the third eye is largely about wisdom and being able to see clearly. And when it's cleared is that it doesn't require struggle or trying to work it out or a lot of effort that thinking takes. Right? Thinking takes a lot of effort. We get stuck in thinking. But actually when you even let that go, everything settles, and that's actually how it works. The wisdom comes naturally. Good. So have a beautiful day. Trust yourself, trust your intuition. I'll see you next time.